It is time for Pet Perspectives with Dr. Norman and Rocco, who's dressed up like a turkey, by the way, and just cruising around the studio right now, running around like a turkey, if you will. We all love Thanksgiving, and so do our pets when it comes to the lovely smells in the kitchen, and not to mention the food. But there are things we really need to be aware of when it comes to keeping our pets safe during this holiday. Also, when you wrap in travel, so that's why we have with us Dr. Jenny, Norman, and Rocco as well from the Ada Animal Hospital. And Dr. Norman, Thanksgiving's this Thursday.
Yes,
we all love a delicious Thanksgiving meal, but that's enticing to our pets.
Oh yeah, they love it too. They want to be in there. I mean, Rocco lives in the kitchen. He's right here begging for food right now. And I know we want to share our holidays with them. We want to, have that interaction with them. But I always say just keep the feast on the table. Keep it up on the counters. There's so many things, all the butter that we use, the fat and the sugars and everything. It's really rich, and that's, why Thanksgiving is so fun for us, but it can be really, really harsh on our dogs' digestive systems. So really, just avoid it. I know you want to, but just keep them, out of everything so that everyone can have an enjoyable holiday.
Okay, and then if they do happen to get into something like the butter, the grease at the bottom of the turkey pan, what can happen?
So they can get, more than just vomiting and sick. They can get certain, diseases like pancreatitis, which really, really painful for them. And it really can make them sick to the point of needing to be hospitalized. So it's more than just, okay, I ate a little bit too much turkey there, got a little bit too much butter. Our pets, especially our dogs, they overindulge, and so they can get really sick really easily. Okay. And then, your Black Friday, you're at the ER.
You don't want to be dealing with that on the holidays.
No, you want to have an enjoyable long weekend and not have to worry about your pets. So.
And also, I know we have a list of some tips that you've prepared for us as well that we're going to be walking through here with our viewers if we want to share that. All right, so like you mentioned, keep the feast on the table, lock up the trash.
Lock up the trash because you're thinking you're focused on the food. Your dog is focused on the packaging that's in the trash. Your dog is focused on the drippings that you put in the garbage there. So, you're at one area and they know where to go and get, some into some real trouble.
You're preoccupied, you're focused, they're going to take advantage of that.
Exactly.
What about if you have people traveling in from out of town? Maybe you have a household where your pet's not really accustomed to small kids.
Yep. So you want to, if they're not accustomed to small kids, either if there's a way you can practice with kids before or just keep them separate or at least be supervised during it. Holidays, again, we're distracted. You have lots of people. Kids are excited. They're not always the most gentle with our pets. They mean well. They just love them, but they're not
excited.
Exactly. And they just, want to squeeze and pet a little bit too hard sometimes. And so that can be really stressful. We see a lot of bite increases over the holidays as well.
Not to mention all the different people in the house is going to be different for your animal as well. And that's going to be confusing and even possibly alarming. So they might be a little heightened, right?
Exactly.
So just be aware of that, I imagine. What about if you're traveling with your pet and you're hoping to bring them with you?
So plan ahead for that. One, make sure where you're going is going to be a pet-friendly place, that they're going to be welcome there. If you're traveling across states, if you're flying, a lot of times you need a veterinarian signed health certificate. And that's not something that we can often do just at a last-minute quick signature. You need an exam, you need some prep and time for that. So making sure, Thanksgiving is Thursday. If you are traveling and haven't already, today, look and see what you need for your pets. And then make sure that you're bringing any medications that they need, extra food, you have water in the car. And if you're driving, don't leave them alone in the car for long periods of time.
Even if it's cold outside, never a good idea. You should never do that.
No, they can be stressed and anxious. They can get into things in the car. And the cold, too, that's not comfortable for them either.
Exactly. Yeah, they'll get cold and possibly something bad might happen in that regard.
Exactly.
What about helping pets handle some of that anxiety, regardless if you have a lot of people in your home, which might heighten your pet, or traveling, as mentioned, might be stressful on them? What should they do?
Exactly. So, your over-the-counter calming treats, supplements, having their favorite toys, their favorite blankets with them, creating a nice dark space in your home that they can retreat to. Or some of our guys, they need a little help. Talk to your vet if it's something where your pet might benefit from some true anxiety medication just to help keep them calm so that they're not freaking freaking out, and you don't have to worry about them.
Wonderful. And Dr. Norman, how do people reach you?
Our website, idaanimal.com, is the best way to find us.
Wonderful. Dr. Norman, greatly appreciate it. If needed, you can call the number on the screen or go to the email address or website that you see right there. And thank you so much, Rocco. You've been such a good mascot.
Here
Happy
he
Thanksgiving to you,
comes
dressed up
back.
like an adorable little turkey. Mom, he's back for the cookies.
I know he is. He knows exactly where they are. He did his
you've got the
exploring.
treats. Yes,
and
he certainly
he
did.
wants his feast now.
All right. Thank you so much for all the advice. And everyone,
you.
don't forget about the delicious